to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the FIU Panthers offense will go to work first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, where do I want to play?
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Chunk it away just as he was hit. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Bryant. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, the quick spin move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now this offense is back on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Takes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that.
Touchdown Bears! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Bryant. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Bears are rolling down the field. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. FIU pushing tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Might be calling a hot route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Bryant. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The throw to the outside is complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
The Panthers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile.
And the defense aid got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They booted away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll toss it to the left. Turning it on! The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Got his man out of the backfield. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
FIU set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Let's go. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Panthers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff from the gun. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Bryant. That's caught. It's Barco. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Thanks to grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wants to throw again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give and tick, 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 tick. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments.
Green 25. Go!
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. There's the pressure. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's small. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defeated.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. Takes the easy completion. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Grabbed in the middle, it's small. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got it in the middle. It's Wood. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Sets up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Bears! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, they're in
team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 20. The Lobos offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. It's McKinney. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Lobos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Going over the top. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And on that 3rd down, that play is set up to beat man-to-man coverage. You see the receiver, the ball gets thrown out in front of him, and he's able to get away from the defender, make some people miss, use the speed, setting up 1st and goal.
He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos!
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Air Force Falcons offense will try to get something started with their 1st possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. The option look. Now the pitch. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Lobos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith wants to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's going to take off. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell. Wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Makes the catch. It's Brink. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. He's looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's carry on. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leads it with the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Lobos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They go to the draw. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Jones to throw. Quick strike complete. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got it set up on the outside. Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to...
Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right...
Lots of running room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defense. Tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right on the money. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wants to throw it. Steps away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Lobos! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Falcons want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. Jones wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
He rifles one deep to the left, and it was worth going for it. But the long pass is incomplete. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be back up to start this drive. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
That is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on first down. Now you've got them in second in California thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up. Dating to the days of the great Fisher to Berry at Air Force, you need a great ball handler at quarterback.
And that's not something you say about every university. Obviously, Air Force is different. It's unique. It's more about running the football. It's more about the option consistently. So you got to have a guy that can handle that ball, not put on the deck, and not make mistakes.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Jones to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got a man, it's carry on.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to run it to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now on the option. Breaks the tackle. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Caught near the sticks. It's Phillips. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Line getting set on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Flying down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Mexico. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Lobos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Release to the back. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun. Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Lobos!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possession, you're only going to get so many possessions that you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. He'll keep it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls and fires complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
42 Slider.
The give to the back. Makes a man miss.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Catch in the middle. It's Dinkins.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Lobos with and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. With the catch, it's Everett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and 1st down. The Lobos are on the move. Dropping back, it's Fox. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. We'll start this 4th quarter as they line up for the field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw. It's Gardner. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Falcons will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very...
Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down to the 22.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Fox. Oh, they're after him! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back gets a give. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using his legs, it's Young. Powers through the defender. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Creates a little space. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Gardner. Going to try to get it himself. Got the first down. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this